Hello there and welcome back to taking a look at the classics, and as you can see today we have got the Mountain Shrine and Skeleton Bowling. These were both of course from 2011 and they're both similar sets because of course they do each contain a DX Ninja with their spinner. And as for the Mountain Shrine, it does also have the cards for Kai. It comes with some red bricks as well for the spinner. But here we can see those. So as you can see we've got Kai DX, Weapon Force, Reckless, Total Recall, and Gold Rush. So yeah, those are the cards that you could use with the spinner game, and of course all of these colours would be used in the game and you'd kind of match things up that you could use. So yeah, as for the spinners and minifigures, they are both DX Ninja of course. Neither of them were exclusive, but these were both the cheapest ways you could get these. So yeah, we'll start with the figures. This is of course JDX and Kai DX. And of course JDX was pretty rare since he only came in this set and the Lightning Dragon. Kai not so much, but as you can see the prints there and the faces. You can see the swords that they've got on here. Kai does have the Sword of Fire, which at the time was highly sought after because you could only get it in this set and the Fire Temple. So yeah. And then there we can see their back printing. And then putting the hoods back on, there you can see those. So yeah, those are the two minifigures. And the two spinners, as you can see. They're both gold with the ninja's specific emblems printed on them. And of course you can see the arrows line up to lock the spinner in, and then you would simply put the character in, put the weapon out to the side like so. So we'll do the same with Kai here. And then what you could do is you could spin them away, and I'm not going to spin them over there just to prevent spoiling the little thing with the skeleton bowling, but yeah, you could spin them off, and as you can see he's knocked this guy down. We should take a look at this guy. We did get one of them in the Mountain Shrine and then 6 in the skeleton bowling, but they are exactly the same. They're just these skeleton dummies here on a little stand as well. So yeah, there you can see those, which are pretty cool. And so yeah, like I said, these two sets are pretty similar in a way. Over here we have got the Mountain Shrine. As you can see, it does come with this thing that you can attach to different bits. So there is this bit over in the skeleton bowling where you can attach the pin in. There is also bits on the actual shrine as well that you could attach it into. But yeah, you could spin that round, or you could have the spinner hit into it and it would spin round. But yeah, it's just kind of a little training dummy kind of thing. Then the shrine here, as you can see, has got these rock pieces. We've got some greenery here. We've got these two things that you could spin the spinner into and you can knock them off. You can also knock Kai off there. But yeah, you could kind of knock those about to kind of simulate the training. So one of them is a little punching bag and the other is this thing. And then you can raise these up and down like so, so you can put them away. Got the flags on there. This middle bit does spin around and that allows you to take the chest out. And inside that we just have 2 golden bars. So yeah. And then the back of the shrine, as you can see, you can open these out and there are some extra weapons that you can give to Kai, because obviously this kind of does work as a spinner set. You've got the cards, you've got the spinner, you've got the figure, and of course you've got the 3 weapons plus a golden weapon. So yeah, you could open those out and then from the front of the shrine kind of get a bigger setup. And then up here you can see we've got the flag there and those scorpions. So yeah, that is the Mountain Shrine, kind of a good addition to the dojo, and it especially works with the new 2019 monastery set because you can kind of put it in the middle and it kind of acts as the little part in the middle of the training course from the pilots. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. This set was definitely a great set back in the day. It was nice and cheap, and of course it was kind of like a bumper spinner pack because you got everything that you got in a spinner pack plus all of this extra build, which you could of course use with any ninja and all of your ninja as kind of like just a place to train. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then next up we have got the skeleton bowling, as you can see over here. So this was kind of like a little monastery of its own here. You can see we've got the 6 skeletons lined up there, and kind of the idea with that was you would spin the ninja into them and try to knock down as many as you could. So there we go, we have knocked them all down. But yeah, you could kind of throw the ninja in there, but it also doubles as a little sort of spinner tournament place, because you could just spin them in and the ninja would kind of stay in place, because it has got this little grey bit of a guide where you could just bump into, and yeah, so you can see that kind of keeps them in place so you don't lose them. And yeah, it was a bigger set, and it was also exclusive to Toys R Us when it came out, so pretty hard to find. But yeah, you can see we've got the flags there and all of this decoration along the sides, the weapons in the back there, and then this scoreboard up here was kind of for the game, and they did use the Glatorian score counter from Bionicle. So I can't remember really what the idea with it was, but I think you could kind of, if you knock down all the skeletons, you could put it to 0 or something. And as you can see, we've got more weapons here, so unlike the mountain shrine, you do get more than 3. And on this bit here as well, you can see we've got some more. And then you also had these 2 flick fire missiles that you could launch out while spinning a ninja. So you could just fire those out like so, and it would kind of hit the ninja, give them something to train against. And yeah, you could also fold the whole thing out so you'd have a bigger display up. So yeah, you could kind of have it like that, and then spinning your ninja in, there would be more space to fight around. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the skeleton bowling, and of course all the flick fire missile there. And yeah, just turn this around so you can see what it looks like from the back. You can see we've got these things, and you could spin that round, it spins the counter. And yeah, this was a great kind of little addition to the dojo in the old days. It was nice how they used to make all these extra sets that you could add onto things. And so yeah, as you can see, it's got the 2 pins there, 1 pin there, and then another pin there, so you could add stuff in, like so. You could actually just add the entire mountain shrine to this, because as you can see, that pops in there. But on these, you probably noticed earlier, they have got those parts, which meant you could pop those in to the skeleton bowling, and then there you would kind of have your own dojo that you could shape about as you wanted just from these 2 sets. And that was a lot more, there was a lot more offered to you with that than there was in the original monastery set, which didn't have much. So yeah, there you can see Jay can kind of go and fight about inside this if he could stay in place. Yeah, you could go and fight about inside this, and yeah, you get hours of training from it. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about these 2 sets. I'm not going to go too in depth because I did review these way back in the day, even though those reviews were pretty bad, but I'll leave a link in the description in the pinned comment for you to check those out if you want to see them. The original ones from 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and yeah, that's really all I've got to say. Both were great sets. You could get the DX spinners from. Jay's was exclusive, and it was also the cheapest way to get both of the DX minifigures. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about these 2. Great sets for back in the day, and they still definitely hold up today. I would actually love to see more sets like this from the Legacy wave than just vehicles that they are remaking, as we all know, from the new wave that was released in January. So yeah, more dojos and training courses and things and more structures and less vehicles, and I think Ninjago could totally do that once again, just like in 2011. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this, and I will see you again very soon.